Representative Cori Bush, a member of the Progressive Squad group in the House, was widely panned by conservatives this week after posting a tribute to Michael Brown that blamed racism and white supremacy for his death. "Today is the 9th anniversary of Mike Brown's killing," Bush tweeted on Wednesday. "He would be alive today if the institutions of racism and white supremacy were eradicated. He should be alive today. We will never forget. We will continue to fight for justice and accountability." The tweet was immediately blasted on social media by those pointing out more details of the incident, including the fact that Brown robbed a convenience store, physically assaulted a police officer and tried to grab his gun before ultimately being killed by that officer. "This only goes to show how the left plays the long game," political commentator Matt Walsh tweeted. "The whole Michael Brown narrative has been definitively exposed as a hoax, but they will keep repeating it year after year after year until we get tired of correcting it and the truth is forgotten by history. He choked a bodega owner in the act of shoplifting and attempted to assault the responding police officer while grabbing his firearm," The Spectator's Stephen L. Miller tweeted. Eric Holder's Justice Department cleared the officer of any wrongdoing. Brown was shot and killed by a police officer in Ferguson, Missouri, 9 years ago in a shooting that sparked nationwide outrage and riots over what activists said was an example of police brutality. Brown's death sparked major civil unrest in Ferguson, where many protesters chanted, "Hands up, don't shoot," in reference to discredited witnesses who said Brown's hands were up when the fatal shots were fired. An investigation by former President Obama's Justice Department found in March 2015 that the police officer, Darren Wilson, had been acting in self-defense and cleared the officer, and it found that the officer's actions do not constitute prosecutable violations under the applicable federal criminal rights statute. Although there are several individuals who have stated that Brown held his hands up in an unambiguous sign of surrender prior to Wilson shooting him dead, their accounts do not support a prosecution of Wilson, the Obama DOJ's investigative report read. As detailed throughout this report, some of those accounts are inaccurate because they are inconsistent with the physical and forensic evidence. Some of those accounts are materially inconsistent with that witness's own prior statements with no explanation, credible or otherwise, as to why those accounts changed over time, it continued.